Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move. Breaks the tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Got it in the middle. It's sacked. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
A strike downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Harmon. Fires to the big fella. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Back to throw, it's Harmon. Fires to the right. He's got it. He gets those chains moving.
Coverage, you cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just keeps slinging it. Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the grab. It's Conrad. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To throw, it's Harmon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's third down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Harmon. Looking to get it in. He found some running room but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Quickly complete. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He'll ride his man on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. Got room at the 35. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Motion from the wide receiver. Catch in the middle, it's sacked. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pulls it in, it's Conrad. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Working on the right. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quarterback adapted. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He'll set up to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He makes the grab. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Looking to pass. It's Harmon. And wings it incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Mississippi State, 28. Ole Miss, 14.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That's caught. It's Morton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll
He's on him, looking for a deep man. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting... The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50, the 40, past the 30, at the 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
Looking downfield, it's Harmon. Got his man on the outside. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd?
Oh, they're faking it. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hits the open man.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the pummeling has started.
Number 29.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Mississippi State 41, Ole Miss 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll try the run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Harmon. Starts to scramble to the left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The toss to the outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's sacked. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man quickly. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The option look. Now the pitch. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense. Usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Throwing on the run. Makes a catch down the right side. It's a seam wide open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Boone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing toward the end zone. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Harmon. That's caught. It's sacked.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Fake the spike, and he wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield.
I don't think the quarterback sold the spike well enough on that one. It didn't seem like the defense was fooled in that 2-minute situation.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.